The Cheating Death Podcast is a satirical podcast containing information about anything and everything under the sun, objective, true, direct, from as many perspectives as possible. We are not those in whom shall be censored. We are merely a little bit analytical when it comes to the equation. Your discretion in this matter is advised. On today's episode of the Cheating Death Podcast, we provide a little bit more insight into some more summer fun, given the nature of tattoos, tan lines, and everything that could be so fine. You have worked ever so hard to get through to the end of the winter, so why not enjoy and explore the splendors that summer can offer? We, of course, provide you with an all-new Annihilation Announcement, a new joke of the episode, a top 5 party snack for summer list, and much, much more, dear listener. By now, you know what to do. Grab yourself an iced coffee, put your feet up, and let us tell you how you can cheat death. This is your news anchor, the Cleric of Chaos, and this is your Annihilation Announcement. We, as a species, work ever so hard to ensure that the moments that we get away from catastrophe and calamity are spent having as much fun and being as happy as humanly possible. We do not acknowledge how hard we work most times, and that is natural, given the nature and the dynamics of our current socioeconomic circumstances. It is difficult to truly grasp and wrap your head around a particular moment, whether it be positive or particularly negative. There really is no time anymore for people to truly focus on one particular thing. We all have different things going at one particular time. Change it from 30 to 40 years ago, when the very last bastion of the decades and of the generations in whom were able to work one particular position and have a family and a somewhat regular lifestyle before everything all of a sudden amplified to ridiculously coordinated degrees. We need to identify exactly how and why this shaped us, how it has molded our vessels and shaped our minds. Evaluate yourself, dear listener. It's not about finding less flaw, making fewer mistakes. It is about being able to identify exactly what is worth wasting your energy upon, what is worth getting upset over, or what is worth identifying as just a minor inconvenience and one that you will be able to proceed through, regardless of the circumstances. We each, in this life, have an opportunity to see things from as many different angles and perspectives as humanly possible. 100 years ago, the amount of information that you consumed and absorbed was directed through media channels that were regulated through the newspapers, the radio, and in some rare circumstances, broadcast media. However, we, as a species, have evolved technologically and in terms of communication to a point to where all of the information that we receive needs to be vetted to ensure whether or not it is true, valid, and capable of assisting us and our journey on this road. We all look at life differently. We all have different sets of standards, morals, practices, different ways of enjoying a summer afternoon. Why is it that we take so much time to be so hard on ourselves when we have done so much, worked so hard, and focused ever so much on ensuring that the human being within us is pacified, is constantly happy, is gratified. Well, the gratitude does not need to come from an external device or a notification beeping on your phone every 3 seconds. The gratitude needs to emanate from within. Otherwise, you aren't chasing gratitude or happiness. You are merely chasing satisfaction. And, given that desire is completely incapable of being controlled, as it is no way, shape, or form manifested in terms of a constructive outlet or a formal guideline, we are always going to be chasing something. We're always going to be chasing moments. We're always going to be searching for answers and clues to what will finally get us to quote-unquote settle down and be okay for a little while. Those moments may never come, and you must be okay with that. But the nature of how hard that we have fought to get through some of the harshest seasons, years, decades, eras of our species, we must continue to be good people. We must continue to try to see the best in the situation and continue to be as strong as we possibly can for each and every single person who cares about us. Life is not fair. It is not easy, nor is it easily identifiable by any set of certain or specific criteria. We all need to be patient and kinder to ourselves. And you all know by now that is no easy feat, but nothing in life is worth it if it comes with no challenge. This has been your news anchor, the Cleric of Chaos, and this has been your Annihilation Announcement. Willkommen, meine Freunde. Guten Morgen, guten Tag und eine gute Nacht ist deine Reisende und deine Ausländer, deine Allesfresser, deine Cleric of Chaos, deine Musik extraordinaire. We are coming to you today from a different angle and a perspective, dear listeners. Tattoos and Tanlines. We are talking about how lovely summer fun can be, identifying exactly why summer is so much fun for so many people, identifying the effort that it takes for us to get to that perfectly curated ideal of what we want our bodies to be, how we want those tan lines to look, how we wish for the tattoos to amplify our own vessels, and how we can mix all of that together into a fun little recipe for an amazing summer delight. For, dear listeners, whenever we get through a winter, we take into perspective exactly how long it felt. And no matter how long winter is in your selective or respective area, whether you dwell in the northern or the southern hemisphere, we always feel as if winter takes too long, as if the cold and the wind and the bitterness is just too much at once. It is almost as if it is too frequent and too cold and too bitter to us who work so hard and so benevolently to get through all of these bitter days, these horrific weeks, and these monolithic months of mayhem. We, as people, deserve the right to go through each summer completely happy and doing our best to configure what we can do to maximize the enjoyment of it. Some very simple ways to go about it is looking at yourself in the mirror and seeing exactly how you look in particular outfits, seeing how shorts amplify your particular calves, or if you are wearing a particular set of nail polish, then perhaps you can wear a particular article of clothing that will amplify that. Given how lovely certain shirts can look on a form, and with one's tattoos or tan lines, choose and curate a shirt and pair of shorts or lower outfit that feels right for you, that looks great when you step out into the sun, and gives you an opportunity to truly express yourself and how you feel about the situation. For when you take into account just how tattoos can complement an outfit, there are a litany of things to take into consideration. Are you going to be going to a place with black lights? If so, tank top and shorts should be just fine. Are you going to a place to where it is going to be very, very loud and very boisterous and have a lot of people? Wear something conservative potentially, or just stick with a regular good old t-shirts and a comfy pair of pants. But tattoos always make the summer a little bit better, especially when you take into consideration just the different types of tapestries that people have woven onto their canvases. It is an absolutely outstanding example of just how creative and how unique human beings are, how no brain is wired the same, and how each and every single one of us have a story to tell. The same thing goes for Tanlines and all of our effort when it comes to putting in the hard hours to be lean, mean, and pristine when we hit up the harbor front or the waterfront or the beaches, and we look for the size of the sun in the sky as we see the tan lines on ourselves, as we see the tone and the development in our legs, in our chest, in our shoulders, in our abs, to see for ourselves just how hard we work. And you display the right kind of energy, the one where you are proud of yourself, but you genuinely do not care if there is another soul around you. Put out that energy into the universe. Be happy with the effort that you put in, the benevolent time that you formed to figure it out for yourself. You took effort and time to look gorgeous, and you should be very proud when taken into consideration just how difficult it is, dear listeners. From experience, you have to note each and every single day is a gift, and as a very, very benevolent way of looking at it, take a walk on the beach, go for maybe a little jaunt along the harbor and see for yourself just how beautiful a little ripple, a little wave can be. And when you walk on the beach in just a pair of shorts and sandals, and you feel yourself, the energy that you are creating and the happiness that you feel by being in good shape and looking great and feeling proud of yourself, there are very few things that match that. So always make sure that you grab yourself a treat, because it will be a fantastic opportunity for you to really reward yourself for hard work and hard effort paid off, getting through that winter, looking as good as you possibly can, and seeing yourself in the reflection. Your benevolent host is 181 centimeters tall and approximately 74 kilograms, BMI of 16.2, and is an individual in whom has only 9.2% body fat. Life is a beautiful way of showing us we are capable of doing whatever we choose to do. Look at yourself in the mirror and see the form that you want and work towards it. There are no easy answers or curated ideals that will work for everyone. Focus on yourself. Enjoy your summer. Have yourself a cocktail or two, and make sure that you have yourself some barbecue. Thank you for tuning in today. Take care of yourselves and each other. At the top of today's episode, we promised you a list of 5 more lovely party snacks that you can have on your party patio trip, your road adventure, your excursion through the urban center. Regardless of how you choose to consume, it is up to you. Coming in at number 5, of course, we have the soft pretzel. Coming in at number 4, we, of course, have what some would consider to be one of the greatest summer snacks of all time, and that would be the Cyclone Popsicle. Coming in at number 3, we, of course, have the chicken tender and fry combo. Coming in at number 2, we have the beef slider and fries, and number 1, of course, is a giant plate of beef and chicken nachos. What is your top 5 summer party snacks? Email us at thecheatingdeathpodcast@gmail.com. Today's joke has been brought to you by the Cleric of Chaos. They often ask, what would a coffin say within a job interview? The response, simple, yet declarative. I am dying to get this position. Today's Business Spotlight, once again, is brought to you by CRDVC. Are you looking for an event planner, a commercial or a private photographer? Are you looking for a consultant in whom is able to reduce the risk on your investment and maximize your potential results while also ensuring that you do not break the bank? simply email us at thecheatingdeathpodcast@gmail.com to be provided with more direct info, or link to your .ee/cleric of chaos for various applicable rates to get started on your business venture. Today's business spotlight is a rather special summer edition, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are starting today with a familiar friend, for it is the W Burger Bar's lovely week of exploration into the fishbowl cocktail. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, W Burger Bar at 10 College Street in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, open 11 a.m. through 2 a.m. 7 days a week, is providing you with all new cocktails and fish bowls starting at just $9.99. Get yourself a familiar raspberry riptide, or try the new and updated Pink Pearl, which incorporates a fair bit of delicious tequila, and their $9.99 lunch special, which is an absolutely phenomenal serving of French fries and a delicious hamburger. So, what's stopping you from checking them on out today? Give them a visit and sit on their patio, or dine in for your greatest adventure. Give them a call if you plan on reserving a group of 6 or more. And of course, it being the summer, where would we be, dear listeners, without the splendors and the absolute majesty that is a beverage on a patio with a splendid view of the skyline? Yes, dear listeners, for those familiar, we are talking about your friends over at the Elephant and Castle, located at 210 King Street West in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Open 7 days a week, all the way from 11 a.m. all the way through 2 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Take advantage of their FIFA specials as they broadcast all 48 matches of the World Cup. Witness the splendor and gather in the community that is the global football phenomena, and enjoy yourself an absolutely revealingly beautiful catalog of beverages and delicious food items that will be sure to fill both you and your party up. While supplies last, of course, and while seating is available, the World Cup is an absolutely grand event. Celebrate it at the Elephant and Castle. And, dear listeners, we have a special treat lined up for you, because when you take into consideration where you can go for your lovely beverages, and you want to try something new, unique, crisp, and clear, do not hesitate or fear. Simply walk and mosey on down to Craft Brewery and Restaurant, located at 1 Adelaide Street East in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Take part in their happy hour daily between the hours of 2 and 5 p.m. and choose from a list of crafted cocktails, Ontario and Canadian craft beer, and of course, custom culinary creations that will absolutely make your heart smile more than you could ever imagine. They're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. and located at 1 Adelaide Street East in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Would you like your business featured on the Business Spotlight? Please visit us at thecheatingdeathpodcast@gmail.com for applicable rates. And until next time, make sure that you keep your business fun and exciting. The majority of the Northern Hemisphere spends so much time drudging and grinding through the cold weather, the bitter seasons, in order to reach the amicable reward, the moment of majesty and happiness that is summertime. A lot of people take for granted just how beautiful the sun can feel on the skin during a walk to a park, or to grab your favorite beverage or snack on an afternoon. However, these simple pleasures are not lost on those in whom have suffered a great deal, or whom have seen a wide range of perspectives from numerous angles. Dear listener, you have your own way of enjoying life. You have your own way of seeing the best parts of summer through. Whether it is going to a picnic, a barbecue with a bunch of friends, heading up a midnight club trip before you grab yourself a burrito at the Brick and Cheese at 3:30 in the morning, how you choose to enjoy your life and the summertime is up to you. Summer fun can be a litany of things. You can enjoy a cocktail by the harbor front. You can enjoy yourself a barbecue meal in the barrio. It does not matter. All that matters in the end is that you reward yourself for getting through the absolute oblivion that is the winter time. Thank you for tuning in today. Take care of yourselves and each other. The Cheating Death Podcast is brought to you by Nach Dem Leben CRDVC, Cleric of Chaos, and where you can find all podcasts on all platforms. If you'd like to support the program, you may do so with the links of the episodes and in the podcast description through the Injury Support Fund and or merch, media, and Cameo, and much, much more. If you or anyone you know is experiencing psychiatric duress, domestic violence, substance abuse, or much more, please contact one of the telephone numbers listed in the episodes and podcast description. If you are looking at adopting a playful puppy or a cute kitten, please visit your local animal adoption rescue center. They are in dire need of your support. And if you are able to, please follow all of our friends at the pinned profile posts on our social media, our YouTube, as well as in the episodes and in the podcast's description. Dear listener, your life is your own tapestry, its own story. You will find what it is that works for you. And remember, life is not easy, but you must do what you can. Remember, we're pulling for you. We're all in this together.